Turn now to Republican Congressman Buddy Carter, who's our next guest, represents the state of Georgia, joins us from Capitol Hill. Congressman Carter, it is good to see you. Big picture, I want to talk to you about the economy. We have the jobs report on the screen there, beating expectations. What would you say there to follow on what Geraldo is talking about this current state of President Trump's administration and whether he is, quote unquote, losing MAGA? Is that true? Is that happening?
I don't think he's losing MAGA at all. In fact, I think this jobs report and the economic news that we've gotten just proves further that we often hear that elections have consequences because policies have consequences. And we're seeing now the policies of President Trump and the America First movement, we're seeing them come into effect. 119,000 jobs created. Not only that, but mostly in the private sector, mostly for American-born citizens. These jobs are a result of the policies of the Trump administration and America First policies. This report that, oh, by the way, was delayed by Chuck Schumer, John Ossoff, and the Senate Democrats, this report shows that it is working. President Trump has brought over $17 trillion worth of investments into this country already in this second term. Not only that, but the Working Families Tax Cut Act that is going to get better and better, that eliminated tax on tips, eliminated tax on overtime, all the things that it did, saved taxpayers money, and in the state of Georgia over $5,000. That is significant, and that's a result of policies.
The problem for the president, though, and first of all, the jobs report being as backward-looking as it is because of the shutdown, it'd be nice to have data that's more recent. But the problem, I think, Congressman, for the president is on this affordability issue. Like on my tablet here, which I'll put up on the screen, I just want to circle one of the numbers, is that if you ask people, as Reuters did, how's Trump handling everyday expenses, that's a big number. 65% disapprove of the way he's handling that. That's the affordability issue, kitchen table issue. What would you say about how he's handling that issue?
But the report that you just had a little while ago talking about Mondami and the fact that he campaigned on affordability, and he admitted that Donald Trump got elected on affordability. Right. That tells you that this was a problem before Donald Trump came in the office, and he's addressing that problem. He's addressing affordability now, and it's going to get better, yes, but let's make sure we understand where this originated from. It originated from the policies of the Biden-Harris administration. Affordability was a problem when Trump took office. We're getting it cleaned up now. Already you're seeing bread down. You're seeing the price of eggs down. A number of different things. Gas is down. All of that is going to get better and better.
The idea he has to give out $2,000 or thereabouts to certain people, these rebate checks from the tariff revenue, I've heard some conservatives actually not thrilled with that. Do you think that's a good idea?
Well, I do. I think it's another example. Remember what President Trump promised when he took office. He'd make our country safer. He'd make our country more prosperous. He's made it safer. He secured our border. He has made it more prosperous, and he's going to make it more prosperous by imposing these tariffs, by negotiating trade deals that are protecting the American worker, protecting the American farmer, protecting American businesses, and resulting in better trade deals with other countries. Now he wants to share that with the American citizens. I think it's a great idea. I think that we should all reap the benefits of a great leader who is leading us in the direction to make us more prosperous.
Okay, and the final thing, Congressman, before you go, we were just talking about this. It's become a bigger story today because of the president's social media post. But these Democrats, and we talked about it on the show yesterday, some people were critical of their approach on this. They said that members of the military who disobey what they think are illegal orders, or they called on the members of the military to do that, if they think the order is illegal. The president went after them in a big way, said that type of thing is seditious and it's punishable by death. Is that also over the top, the way the president's responded to all this today?
Well, I think that was misinterpreted somewhat, but let's keep in mind that words have consequences and that words matter, particularly when you're a member of Congress. We need to take this more seriously. Members of Congress need to take this more seriously. What you say does matter. And when you're telling the military that they should go against their commander-in-chief, that's serious. And yes, President Trump's upset about it, and who can blame him? I'd be upset about it too. But we need to understand in Congress that words do matter, and that you have to be responsible for what you say. I represent a military area. We have Fort Stewart and we have Kings Bay Naval Base. And those people, they really appreciate what the president is doing and his leadership here. They don't need to be told by members of Congress that they should be going against their commander-in-chief.
All right, Congressman Buddy Carter, as always, thank you, sir. We appreciate you coming on. It's 1:15 the hour. We're talking about chaos coming up on